All right, so for our 90-day plan, we want to create 90 products in 90 days. And to get ahead, we want to start with 15 products. And what that gives us the ability to do is get in one setting while we're trying to get our head around all of this stuff and just sitting down in one, maybe a Saturday or a weekend or however long it takes you to do it. We're going to go through and create 15 designs. Now, I'm not going to go through and do it right now because it's just, it'd be a waste of time to do that. But essentially what I would be doing is over here in HubCart, where we've created this original design, and over here in the canvas editor, what I might do is just take this dog, replace him, put this dog on here, right? And now I have a separate design. Now I have, that's design number 2, right? We could do it just like that, right? And then I might take this car, delete that car, and put this car in there, right? That gives me another design, right? I could put this car in here and make it bigger, put it about right there, and push it to the back a little bit. So down right there behind the dog. We could take the doggy though, and we could bring him up and put him right here, just like that. And we could actually put him maybe in the back now. Put him behind the car. Cool. Now he's sitting there. Now that looks clean. Now I have another design, right? I just made about 3 designs just really quick from these designs that I have here already in my uploads. After I created them over here in the text to image, I brought them over my canvas. I have them there. I can make my 15 designs. That gives me 15 designs right there. I just made 2 of them really quickly just to show you. I mean, this one I like it. So I would just download them. Once I have that one, now I could take this car again and switch to this car, right? Maybe you want this car here, right? And put it down here in front of the dog. Maybe make the dog bigger now, or make the dog bigger, not the car. Make the dog bigger, sit in there behind it. Maybe dead center. But maybe we want the text in front of the dog. So while we have the dog selected, we'd push him back a little bit. Now he's behind the text, at least one set of the text. So let me just shrink it down a little bit and maybe bring him over here. Car's gonna get in the way. There we go. Bring the doggy over here. Bring the car up. However we want to do it, right? Now I have another design. I just download that design, right? And so you have the ability to create a bunch of designs really quickly. I mean, it doesn't take long at all. You can create a lot of them, and I could make this one big and then bring this down, and then now I have the dog here. Maybe just looking up behind him, and then maybe we can make the pit crew, make that a little bit smaller, right up here, or we could bring it down here. Whatever you want to do, right? But that's how fast it is to create your 15 designs. So you don't have to spend weeks, months, or years doing this. You can create these designs really quickly. Once you're done with them, download them. Now you got to remember, you want to come over here and upscale each one of them. So that takes about 2 minutes to upscale each one of them. But once it's upscaled, you're only going to do that when you know that you have the final design that you've created over here. All right. So it's really simple to create those 15 designs. And then when I talk about 3 categories, I would say 3 products. So I'd put them on mugs. I'd put them on a canvas print. For this particular design, I didn't really like the way it looked. Remember this design? I don't care for that. It doesn't look great, but I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I mean, people would like that. People would buy that. I think it would look clean on a canvas print that would go into like a man cave, like a garage or something like that, right? Put that on a canvas print. Put it on a coffee mug. It would look great on a coffee mug. A clock, the background of a clock would look really good. I mean, there's a lot of different ways, a lot of different products that you could put this on, and it would look really good. And so back over here, when I say 3 categories, I would say for this sake, the 3 categories would be 3 different products. But let's say you had just a general dog store. Well, you could do 3 different types of dogs, 15 designs, 5 designs of each type of dog. However you decide to do it, but we just want to have 3 different things that we're testing. 15 designs, 5 designs per each of these categories. So we would assume that we have these done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a mug and a few other things. And I'm not going to record that. You guys seen how I set it up in HubCart, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll have those ready so that we go set up our products on Etsy. You'll see how we would do that, setting up the settings, the SEO, and all that good stuff. Okay, so yeah, get started making your 90 designs. You guys see how easy that was. First, you're going to want to do, just to reiterate it, first what you're going to want to do is make a bunch of designs here in the text to image, and then come over here to the canvas editor, or actually into the processor, and remove the backgrounds. and then take those over to the Canvas editor, arrange them however you want with the text that you want there, download the images, bring it back over to the processor, upscale them, and now you have them all ready to go. Okay, you have your 15 designs for the day. So it should take you maybe a half hour to get them all done. A half hour to get all of your designs done seems about reasonable. Maybe your first time through, it might take you more than that. It might take you an hour or two the first time through. Just as you learn how to use the different keywords in creating the text to image images, learning how to use the processor, messing with all the settings and all that stuff. It might take you some time, but as you get good at this, you'll be able to run through it really quickly, get a VA on it. A VA could run through it really quickly once they learn how. Another thing you could do for these 90 designs, we have the same pit crew one, and I showed you how to make 15 designs really quickly to put on these 3 different products. You can make 5 different designs, make 5 different designs and then put those all onto t-shirts. So now you have pit crew, and then you have mama's pity, or pity mom, or all the different other sayings that we've seen. You can make your own variations of those, and have 5 different designs and put those onto 3 different products. You could do 3 different designs that are completely different and put those onto 5 different products. However you want, it doesn't matter. The point here is really that you want 15 products and you want variations. You want 3 categories, 5 designs, or five categories, 3 designs. You decide how you want to do that. I'm not going to tell you there's an exact right way to do it. The important part, which is the exact right way to do it, is to test variations, and that's the goal here, is to test variations. So if we just stuck with our pit crew design, we're not testing a lot of variation, right? That's fine. You could roll with that. That's totally fine. But I would suggest changing it a little bit. Okay, I would change, not just a GTO. Maybe I would do a different type of car, like a Japanese car. Or maybe I might, make it for women. Make something with women. Maybe make a woman standing here. I don't know. I would just say, get a little bit more variation than what I suggested by just quickly changing those designs. You want to have 3 categories, 5 designs, 5 categories, 3 designs, or some other variation to give you some more things to test. Okay. Now for the first 15, doesn't really matter. This is just to get your feet wet, just to get practicing. And then that gets you ahead. Now you're 15 days ahead, right? Because you're going to upload 1 design a day. All you're going to do is 1 design a day, right? You can make 15 at a time, but you're going to do 1 a day. And that gives you time to study and to research and to find more for days, 16 through 90. You have more time. Okay. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Let's move on to the next one.